Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the train. Halloween's coming up, so Peter Pez, Pumpkin Pez, is here to say hey. And as always, please like, subscribe, and share. Share again. Well, we have two burgers. Sorry, I like twitching. We have two burgers with some nice honey I think it's a honey mustard mayo. Honey mustard mustard or yeah, something like that. Some peppercorn ranch. I'm gonna put in here, so that tastes up. Oh, that's nice and thick. Hope everybody's doing well this Sunday. Been a little stressed out, so I'm here today. Unfortunately, I'm gonna try some of this too. Throw this on the burger side. Just kind of with the car, a little bit. I found out, so I have a tire rotation and a oil change coming up, but I just did the oil change on a full synthetic, like a little over 5,000 ago. So I was gonna delay it. Usually do it like 7,000-8,000, but I was informed that I guess those cars, whoa. I was informed that those cars can, and we just have some water with malic acid and take a enzyme and bile salt. So actually, I'm gonna take 2 bile salts. So basically, it was just a little stressful because I wasn't expecting to hear that they had engine issues underneath to where they can leak oil and some other stuff. So sometimes I get overwhelmed and I kind of, you know. So, and he says he sees it up to, whoops, sorry, get that later, 30,000 all the way up to 100 and past. So luckily I have warranty up to 100,000. So hopefully, rest of the universe, if anything happens, it'll happen before warranty. But it's just my fault because I didn't research the vehicle before I bought it. I just went impulsively and just to get it over with. So I had plenty of money. I could have delayed it. Could have went a few weeks out of work if I had to. Maybe they would have let me use the car like they did when I had to get the whole thing fixed up. So I just impulsively got it. And just doing the best I can with it. But, and never lease a vehicle if you're going to go over mileage or if you're prone to scraping up against things or messing up under stress. Because then you bury yourself a hole, Sure you knew that, but anyways, having a good day, relaxing a little bit. Enjoying the burger. Wish I had some blue cheese. Sucks. So, but yeah, that sandwich last night at my parents', oh, it was so freaking good. It was so good. 20 out of 10 all day. And if I didn't have a gallbladder issue, I'd have been able to put a lot more mayo, make it even more enjoyable. I'm gonna put another few drops of methane blue. I noticed with this one, I really pee blue. All the other one I don't, but this one after a few I really start seeing it. So this has got to be legit. Definitely most legit I've tried. And I believe if they're going to your mitochondria and it's helping with all kinds of stuff, oxygenation, strengthening the mitochondria, you take it with supplements, you take it with minerals, it might enhance absorption. Something to look into. Sometimes the most controversial is the most right in the supplement industry, health industry, well, natural health, alternative health industry, though sometimes not. Okay. I got a little bit of this rolling. Got a nice core power. Not the best in there, but fortunately there's sucralose in here. Only 5 grams of sugar, which isn't the best, but when they add the sucralose, it makes it worse. Oh yeah, core power. I probably won't finish all that. Probably shouldn't even have bought that. Probably might look better for the vid. But I just went to the dump. Get gas. And then Cumberland to get a couple of snack stuff. Soda. This. I don't know, a few other things. Well, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to finish that. I wasn't going to bring out the chips, but might have to, huh? Lay's. All right. Oh yeah. These were just made off the grill by the roommates. Every now and then I go up there to see some pork chops. I see some burgers. I was gonna go get a pizza. There were actually 2 slices up there for the place I was gonna get a small at, where I could just put them on the pan with some Pam spray, put some tinfoil on top, heat it up on like, you get it hot to like 5, and then you lower it down, sometimes even to 2 a little bit once it starts, you know, you don't want it to burn at the bottom, and you can get it kind of crispy where it tastes even better when it comes from the restaurant if you do it the right way. So I was going to do that, but these were going to get thrown out, so I figured I'd try my best to pound these. I wasn't going to make the pizza rolls because that's kind of too much, but I wanted pizza, so I went ghetto route. I mean, I don't think I'm pronouncing words right anymore. Uh-oh. Yes. Yes. Oh. Yes. Yes. Come on, everybody. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. These are pretty good too. 6 grams of sugar in it, that's what sucks. But for granola, it tastes really good. It tastes really, really pretty good, actually. Sucks, you know, it's like the thought of going to work killing me. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's fine, but a lot of stress that goes on in there. But I'll tell you, I am looking for a paycheck. So I gotta say, amongst it all, it's a positive thing. But the best thing about it all is I am learning how to deal with different people in better ways. So, and I'm getting a check. So, like, I'm always trying to stay as positive as I can. You know, I know I'm bringing up a little bit, but obviously we all kind of dread going, but we do it. But I don't really dread it. It's just, honestly, it's hard because I like to smoke and I can't. So I don't smoke on the way to work. I rarely smoke on the way home. So it's like, sometimes when it's like 12 comes or 1 comes, I'm not fiending for it, but like I start getting like tired and I don't know, my stomach starts hurting a little bit. It's weird. It's not good. And that's what kind of impacts. Like if I didn't smoke, then I could care less like how long I was there, you know, when I left. So in all fairness, to be honest with you guys and gals, it's good. man, it's more of my own uncomfortable feelings that I get because I can't go to the car and pop a couple bong ribs. So, but I mean, honestly, once I'm there, I mean, I enjoy. I'm fine. You know, I enjoy it. Very talkative, very nice, very pleasant. Like I said, if I'm having a bad day, no one's gonna know it. Sometimes when I've been guilty of bringing stuff up on YouTube, I don't really do it like that at work. But everybody at the job complains, so maybe that's why I complain so much. Every volunteer complains about something or someone. That's so crazy. And what's crazy is it's like a mental health facility in a way across the way. And then you got the pantry. So it's like, it should be zen, you know? People relax, or people come in, chill out. Excuse me. I had a lady on Friday. And unfortunately, we got a bunch of bags coming out. The farmer came, stuff was coming in. Another store came, so like stuff was flying, and I was putting stuff on the dock. And I put this lady's box, and she supposedly forgot it and came back. Supposedly forgot it and came back. Freaking out. You know, she's yelling out, "Who stole my food? Who stole?" I'm like, well, you know, you can shop again. So she comes in, she's in the pantry. Freaking out. I know I put it on the dock, but I can't remember if I saw her grab it. And I didn't see her grab it. I know I didn't see her grab it. So because I would have said bye to her. So needless to say, she shopped again. Everybody was like, she's such a bitch, you know, and a couple of the volunteers. I'm like, no, she's grieving. She lost her husband like over a year ago, and she's still having a really hard time. She's grieving. She's upset. She's got a lot going on. I don't care. So I went out to the car with her. I think I carried the box for her, or I went with her, and I don't know. She was in the car. I apologize. I said I'd look out better next time. When I see you, I'll make sure you get it. If not, I'll put it aside. She's done it before. And then I looked at her, I'm like, your husband, huh? She kind of almost started crying. And I said, you know, people just don't understand how long grief can take to heal. I was like, these these effing people in there, you know, haven't suffered a loss. God forbid they did. They don't know how they're gonna. We don't know how we're gonna react. They don't know how they're gonna react. You gotta have a heart, you know. One of my volunteers told me some type of go to the dictionary and look between, and he gave like these two obnoxious terms, and I'm like, I even told him before that. I'm like, it could have been. I don't even want to say, you know, your wife basically, but I didn't say it. But I'm like, I don't even want to say it. And he had no like empathy towards her loss of a year later and how she was acting. And I found out, I asked her if she would mind, and she told me she was married 17 years and she knew him for 20. And that's pretty much all. That was the closing of the statement. I looked at her, I nodded, I tapped her door. She was supposedly going to the beach. I said, have a great time, enjoy, relax, don't think about this. You know, sometimes this takes years, or sometimes it never does until you, and I pointed to the sky. I said, but no. You know, I talked to her, she felt better. She was calmer. But I don't get credit for anything like that. You know, nobody, they all look at me as like, you know, an idiot, to be honest with you. In my opinion, everybody mocks me if I go against who they're not for and I'm for. They'll knock me. They'll, you know, oh, Mike, oh, what a nice guy. Oh. And these people don't understand that they have nothing, you know. But yet I remember the days when I didn't have a car and I had a little child. I didn't have a car for like 4.5 years. 4.5 years. Excuse me. 2.5 years of that, I had a child. I was jogging everywhere. And you know, I was doing stuff where I wanted pizza and I'd have all the money, the cable money, you know, the light money, you know, everything separated, the cell phone money. So sometimes I just go into like the cable money and I take like $40 out and then I just pay for it with the next, you know, check that came in from like, yeah. So like the monthly check that came in order to get pizza. When the monthly check came in, I'd have to subtract that out and put it back. And then it'd leave me with less money for the month. And then hopefully at that time, my daughter's mother could have gotten like 20, 25 bucks from her dad. And then that would have mended the gap. Or we would have probably just spent it on some type of takeout. Because it was very hard at that point, you know, to even order Chinese or pizza like it was a rarity. What couldn't happen. So that's what makes me soft in their eyes. I know it's like to go through the humiliation of jogging to the bank, then having to walk into the bank, cashing a Social Security check, jogging in, knowing that I'm jogging in, people seeing me. I used to be so angry, I would just leave my money hanging out, hoping somebody tried to rob me so I could just pound them. Because I had so much anger that I had to do this, and people had to see me walk in, then I jogged back. So everybody knew, and it was demeaning because everybody had a car. And there were a lot of guys that probably dealt drugs, and they were like lower income, and they all had like cars with rims and base, and you know, and here I am jogging, and I'm like, oh boy, man. So I mean, I went through some tough times, and I kind of glad I did because it taught me how to be a better man. I don't think I would change it if I could, because it had to have happened, part of my life, and it made me a better man, made me a more empathetic, a more loving, a more caring individual, man, person, etc., etc. Go beyond the extra mile for somebody, because I knew what it was like to be hungry. I knew what it was like when my daughter had a heart murmur, and I had to put her on a plant-based diet, a middle-class diet, making lower income money, and I did it. I quit habits in order to do it. And here I am, obsessing about what I can get and how much I can get. And then I get a client that's recovering from cancer, or a box of food to a family that has 1 or 2 kids. How the hell can I not make it huge? Not make that 2 boxes to that one family. Not make it a huge box of fruit and veggies, or veggies and salads and everything for the lady who's recovering from cancer, that's already in recovery. Probably either this is her second or more than her second time. So these are the reasons why a lot of times if I complain about stuff about work, it's because inside I'm like, I get livid because I understand what it's like, and then I see how good they live. You know, I see how they live, you know, what they go, you know, what they drive, etc., etc. And yeah, they worked hard, and I get it, but some of the comments they make about these people is ridiculous. And then the lady that came in that I was telling you about, one of my volunteers was accusing her of actually taking a box home, and then being like, well, she said she had someone in the car. I'm like, no, there's no one in the car. It was just her. Oh, well, she said she came with her daughter, and then so I was like, oh, so maybe she went back with her daughter, and they put the box over there, and they came, but she came freaking out, like I couldn't see her doing that. She was yelling inside the store, outside the store. I don't think she would have done that. She didn't do that the last time she brought her box. They actually saved that box for her. They caught that, that's why. So, the volunteer's like, oh, maybe she brought it home and came back and was being like that. She didn't have time to, and then I started thinking, I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see her come up and take it, no. I don't know. I'll pay attention better next time, but lady was so upset. But either way, thank you for listening. And yes, this is all therapeutic for me, and that's why sometimes I just keep going. But thank you all. God bless. Universally, university. Good brotherhood, good sisterhood. Brother to brother, sister to sister. Brother to sister, sister to brother. I appreciate y'all, and thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the vid. God bless, and thank you.